Friday, March 27th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Let's talk about in today's edition of the video. There's the Banner Elk web camera, been out of focus early this morning. Sometimes that happens when it's dark out there, but snow actually beginning to fly in some mountain spots, and the temperature there in Banner Elk down to 31. That's the, again, the Banner Elk web camera, courtesy of resortcams.com. There will be some snow in some mountain spots here as we go through the course of this morning here on this Friday morning. Now, look at these numbers yesterday. 74 the high in Greensboro, 74 in Charlotte, 78 in Columbia, in Jacksonville, North Carolina, 75 in Raleigh, even Cape Hatteras, and even 70 yesterday. But cooler air spilling in, down to 39 in Boone, 54 in Greensboro, still 63 in Charlotte, though a lot of 60s south and east of I-85, especially I-95 too, as you get into eastern North Carolina. But cooler air's coming. Here's your winds this morning. Notice those northwesterly and northerly winds. Charlotte, Raleigh, Greensboro, Boone, Asheville, Richmond. So that front is working through the region as we speak. This is the overall surface map for us today, and as this low pressure and the cold front associated with it work on through, we're going to see rain this morning, and then gradually that rain departs as we get deeper into the day. Now, yesterday I had a couple of pretty significant wind reports over in the eastern sections of North Carolina. Let me show you those. This one is from near the community of Hookerton, and that was a little bit before 11 o'clock yesterday morning. And look at that report there. That's a 30 by 30 cinder block building, heavily damaged. And let me show you the other report here. Let me clear that off of there very quickly, and I'll show you the other report. And it's pretty significant too. Several homes, moderate to substantial damage. Some debris carried a mile or two downwind, and that was with this activity again late morning yesterday. They moved through eastern sections of North Carolina. I'll loop that through again, and those wind-producing storms right in there as we went through early, actually a little bit further north. Didn't really draw that well. Early, yes, or let's just say late in the morning yesterday during the first part of the day, first half of the day yesterday morning. Now onto the radar this morning. I wanted to show you this. Look at that. You can actually see the cold front on the Raleigh NEXRAD site there, that little thin band of very light radar returns showing up. That is the result of the cold front moving through. So most of the precipitation is behind the front on the cool side. You can see a little bit of that snow beginning to kick into gear in some mountain spots. And we're going to be looking at a scenario here where we see this rain developing through this morning. And then let me get the right tool there. The rain developing through this morning and then trying to exit as we get a little bit deeper into the afternoon hours. So here's how this works out for us today. That low pressure working on through. Rain pretty prevalent through the morning hours, and then as we get deeper into the day, there it goes off to the east. And you notice some clearing working through the mountains and the foothills very late this afternoon. I'll show you this on the high resolution modeling in just a second, but it might be an afternoon where the foothills wind up warmer than a lot of the Piedmont due to a little bit of late day sunshine working in. And then this chilly air takes over as we get on into tonight. A light freeze for some foothill and Piedmont spots tonight, with a pretty good potential for a hard freeze tomorrow night. Now there's your regional highs today, much cooler than those 70s we had yesterday. Here we go Saturday. Good looking weekend. Plenty of sunshine all weekend long. It's just going to be a little bit on the cool side for sure. Your Saturday highs looking like that, around 50 in Charlotte. Again, this full sunshine though, 47 in Greensboro, 50 in Raleigh, 38 in Boone. And then that high pressure directly overhead as we start Sunday. So perfect radiational cooling conditions with clear sky, light winds, and that high pressure situated directly overhead. And that's going to mean really cold start to Sunday. There's your low temperature Sunday morning, a freeze for many in the region. And especially as you head further to the north and west, up toward the I-85 corridor, the foothills and the mountains, a relatively extended period of time below freezing Saturday night. So if you have plants in the ground that are sensitive to a frost or a freeze, you certainly need to take those precautions to protect them over the weekend. There's your highs Sunday. We begin to see those temperatures rebound for us. And then our next chance of some showers rolls in on Monday as that next front rolls in. All right, so here we are on the GFS 0Z run, low pressure early this afternoon, center near Charleston and out to sea. There's your rain on the backside of it. slowly working out as we get toward this evening. And there's your high temperatures today. If you look very carefully here, this is what I was talking about. As some sunshine tries to work into the foothills this afternoon, see some low 50s showing up there, while most of the Piedmont is in the 40s for highs today. We get out to your Saturday. Now this is actually this is this evening. Still a little bit of precipitation being printed out. I don't think that's going to be a terribly big deal this evening or tonight. But the chilly air taking hold. GFS still pushes temperatures down into the 20s across the Triad and down to around 30 in Charlotte. I'm going to go a little bit warmer than that. Most of the modeling is a touch warmer than that for tonight. But then certainly a freeze on the way tomorrow night if you don't get it tonight. This is your Saturday setup. Looks pretty good. High pressure rolling into the region. And then there we are by Sunday morning. That high directly overhead. And so there are the GFS low temperatures Sunday morning. I think this is doing a pretty good job. I know the numbers might be a little tough to see on the video, but it's printing out, for instance, 24 in Winston-Salem and Gastonia. Looks like 26 there around Raleigh, 23 over toward Albemarle also. I mean, you get the idea. Pretty good freeze on the way Sunday morning. But by Sunday afternoon, we begin to get this southwesterly flow in place on the backside of that high, so temperatures begin to climb. Here we are Monday, as that next cold front I showed you a moment ago moves in. The chance of some showers with us on Monday. And then back to dry weather with plenty of sunshine on Tuesday. And then we begin to gear up for our next chance of rain by late Wednesday and especially then into Thursday of next week. Still a little bit of instability showing up with that Thursday system, so maybe some rumbles of thunder involved there too. All right, that is it for today's edition of the video. Everybody have a great weekend, and God bless.